Hello, my name is Joshua Gaw. This is my video reading of Nothing Left to Hide for my final portfolio in English 407. Let's do it. I sat alone on the green top hill outside the walls of my middle school. Underneath the flagpole was my escape from the judgment of my classmates. I knew I wasn't good enough for them, whatever that meant. Stars and stripes brushed the blue sky above me. At 12, my mind swirled with thoughts of ambition and love. At noon, it was time for lunch. How little has my diet changed. How I loathe myself. My own thoughts accuse me. As wisdom increasingly visits your door, so does the knowledge of your own depravity. A mind of pride is a mind of destruction, of self-implosion. Who cares if I never tell the tales of victory, or if I marry the most gorgeous woman in Tennessee, or if I die a happy man? I do. This is my life, my future. I deserve to be happy. No, I don't. I don't deserve anything. Not anything good. No one does. Bring me the man who has earned his life, who has proven himself in the womb. Keep looking. The man who brings himself exposes his own arrogance. Do not be this man. One of my favorite questions to ask people is, do you think you're a good person? Most will say, yes, often sprinkled with a few caveats. I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely not a bad person. I mean, I've never killed anyone or really stolen anything big. Yeah, I've told a few lies before, but I'm not nearly as bad as other people. The guilty hide their transgression in fear of punishment. Do we honestly believe we are good people? Or do we intentionally deceive ourselves to justify our own immoral actions? In kindergarten, I was sent home because my friend and I were cursing at lunch. Did we know that we weren't supposed to say those words? Yes. Did we say them anyways? Yes. Blasphemer am I. Then, when I was in the second grade, I convinced a friend to steal a Star Wars Starfighter guidebook out of my other friend's backpack. I wanted what was not mine to have. Coveter am I. When the second friend noticed his book was gone, the first friend got in trouble for stealing it even though it was my idea. If he didn't get caught, I was probably going to steal the book from him and take it for myself. What would he have been able to do? Tell the teacher? Death adder am I. As a fourth grader, the only things I seemed to care about were the things other people had. I was envious of my older brother because he got an iPod for Christmas, and I didn't. Why was I such a brat? Throughout middle school, I was desperate for attention. Too quiet to be heard, too loud to be understood. I couldn't find my voice. Who was I? Imagine an innocent, smiley child who grinned at a world that was cold to him. My value sat in the hands of my prepubescent peers. Everyone thinks that they're doing the right thing. Everyone is convinced that their truth is the truth. Billions of heroes. But there are only two options. You can either choose love or you can choose death. Light or darkness. Good or evil, God or the devil, Jesus or nothingness. I fear for the world, for God will judge the world against the weight of its iniquities, all of them. Unbridled sexual compulsion is the death of any intimate relationship and society. Who stands to gain from a one-night stand? I do. These types of encounters thrive on the 5 P's of lust. Physical pleasure plus personal pride. I know in my heart of hearts that if the opportunity had arisen in high school, I would have fallen prey to Satan's fatal scheme. But the devil remains cunning as a serpent and prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. The adversary has dug forth a pit and covered it with straw. On the straw bed lies a clothless woman, dolled in bright red lipstick. She blows me a kiss. I am as a deer and freeze before my doom. The lion shows me her 2 fangs. I take 1 step towards her. She slowly licks her lips. She is seduction. I take another step closer. Finally, she says, my body craves you. Come to me, now. At that moment, I run to her saying, I crave you. I will come to you, now. I reach out to grab her arm, and for a moment, her flesh is mine. But in an instant, her body becomes vapor, and her figure fades to mist. The straw now beneath my feet collapses. I plummet into the raging depths, where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth. My soul becomes drenched in shame. But I'm a good person. I wash my mouth of cursing. I haven't stolen in years. My little lies aren't that important. Material goods don't control me. I don't loathe myself. Yes, I have succumbed to seductive treachery, but not with another physical person. I am not that bad. Others are worse. Surely I don't deserve this torment. I repeat this to myself over and over as my bones are eternally burned to smoke in the darkened pit. I sit alone underneath the shadow, hopeless. A terrible voice of thunder rips through creation. Joshua. I rise to my feet. Joshua, have I chosen you for destruction or for perfect resurrection? And then I remember. The guilty hide their transgression in fear of punishment, but I am not guilty. The voice of thunder has become my guilt, a curse, a greater blood than I could spill. Why do I feel chained to shame when I am free? I am free. And so the minister dons his black veil. A mask of shame is replaced by a mask of truth and reconciliation. Men may judge, but God will judge. They will curse my name, but the forgiveness of God is freedom and life. Disgrace has no place where there is grace. I have nothing left to hide. I am not guilty. I am justified. I am clean. I am free. Thank you.